Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. So Western Kentucky's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On the run, it's Davison. There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's Mensah to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At midfield, he's got room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
The throw. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on 1st. Caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side is Taylor. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Turns up, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Moving out to the right. Can't get him to the ground. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. On the ground, it's Davison.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Ducks have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense, and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot, and then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in third and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
They'll send the back in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's see what they've got on second down. Mensah finds his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So first down here as they go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Still on his feet. He has 60 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Davison. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Still looking. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. In traffic, it's Hampton. Brought down at the 30. A pickup of 10 and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He now has 72 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdowns. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Throwing, Mensah. Good job just to get rid of that one.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The knock signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Through a tackle. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Mensah to throw. They're all over him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Western Kentucky sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Long way to go on second down. On play action. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the grab in their space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. The first half can end on a defensive penalty, so we'll get a little bonus football and an untimed down. Direct snap. It's Davison. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Jumped on top of the pile. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Taylor. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working the middle, it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Brings into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Davison. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The fake wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Left side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stopped right there. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes this time to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, WKU.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Davison. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a real...
Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it back. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's
touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They give it back to him. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Mensah throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got it on the move. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. He'll throw it. Left side, it's Johnson. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.